your girl, TheKyannaSimonee, and I am back on your screen, and I am back with another video. As you can tell by today's title, I've asked you guys on Instagram what was the next video you guys wanted to see in the Pride Month series, and you guys said you wanted to hear my coming out story. I do retell my coming out story every year on my channel, simply because I just want to see like my progression as to when I first told it to where I'm at now in life. So I think this is like the third video, I don't know, either the third or the fourth, I am not sure, of the video when I tell my coming out story. But for those of you guys who do not know, who are new to the channel, hello, I'm TheKyannaSimonee, and this is gonna be my coming out story. Okay, so here's how it all went down, y'all, like the actual coming out story. I came out very late in life. When I say very late, like after 25, when I decided to come out, because that's when I really knew that I had a thing for women, and at the time I was dating a woman when I had came out. So it kind of happened really sporadically. I kind of didn't think it through as to really how I was gonna say it. Like I said, at the time I was dating somebody who was not my ex-girlfriend. If you guys do not know about the channel, you know what I'm talking about. But I was dating her, and she was my girlfriend at the time I decided to come out. Beforehand, we had been official for a month, and then before that we were dating for about 3-4 months, and at that time I just knew like how I felt about her. I knew like I wanted to be serious with her. I knew it was the time to kind of say something. And a little before that, she had told her parents that we were dating. Well, that's a whole nother story. That's not my story to tell as to why she needed to tell them that we were dating. She had told her parents. I was like, damn, she told her parents, I'm gonna tell my mother. And you know, my mother's cool. My mother's down for the count. Like, she's goody in a hoodie, so it's not gonna be no issue, nothing, no nothing. I'm just gonna say what it is, and that's it. Beforehand, I did like ask my mother questions like, oh, how would you feel if I was gay? How would you feel if my friend was gay? What do you think about gay people? Blah 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 blah. And she was just like, oh, you know, it's cool, whatever. Like, she got a friend that's gay. Oh, it's cool, whatever. Like, it's nothing here nor there. I asked her how she was my cousin was gay, because she thought my cousin was gay, and she was like, oh, if he's gay, he's gay. Like, whatever. Oh, like goody in the hoodie, like. Is nothing about nothing, you know. You like the gays, and I am a gay, so I'ma just come out with it. What happened was Valentine's Day. Around that time, it was a friend of mine's birthday, and I was gonna do something for my girlfriend on Valentine's Day, just so we could spend time together, blah blah blah. And I was still living with my mother at the time. I didn't want to be disrespectful and just be up and not, you know, not be in the house or whatever for a day or so, and she not know where I am, because how you gonna explain that shit? So I was like, I got to say something, because she needs to know where I'm gonna be. So, oh man, it's not funny at all. I was in the bathroom, right? And it's my mother, so like, she'll be in the bathroom, door open, doesn't matter. And she was at the bathroom, and we had like this hallway that went from like the bathroom to my room to her room. Was like a hallway. She was in the bathroom, I was sitting on the floor, and I was like, yo, I guess I'm gonna tell you, right? And then I got nervous, because I was like, oh my god, like, I just started the conversation and I didn't know how to finish it. So I was like, I got something to tell you. She was like, what? And I was like, okay. And then she just started listing things. She was like, are you selling drugs or something? I was like, no. She was like, are you in some kind of trouble? I was like, no. She's like, are you pregnant? I was like, no. She was like, do you like have some kind of boyfriend in your life? I was like, no. Just listing off mad things that made no sense. I was like, no. And then I don't remember if I said it, I remember if she said it, but she was like, one of us was just like, you have a girlfriend, or I have a girlfriend. And you could just see the look on her face go from like, to like, I remember just nodding my head. So maybe she did say like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? I just nodded my head. She was like, no, you have a girlfriend. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, who? And so my girlfriend had been over my house one time, and it was like after New Year's, and we were both drunk, and she was thinking about going back all the way to her house, but that was like an hour and a half like ride, and we were already in Brooklyn, and I was like, just come this way, like, doesn't make any sense. So she's at her house, and my mom met her and stuff like that. So she was like, oh, that girl you had at the house? And I was like, Yes. Okay, she was mad, did not talk to me for the rest of the night, just mad, just mad, just mad. And I'm like, okay. So I don't say anything, I let it rock, and that was it. So time goes by, right? And as time goes by, my mother and I are not on speaking terms anymore. She has completely stopped talking to me. She does not know how to think, act, or feel around me at this point. And I'm living my life. I'm living my best life. I got my girl at my side. I'm hanging out. You know, I'm with my friends. I'm going to work. Like, I'm trying to live my best life because I just came out, and now I'm like out and proud with my girlfriend, right? And it was something new because I've always knew I wanted to be with women after I kind of broke up with my boyfriend and came to the realization that I wanted to be with women, but I was doing it, right? So I was like, I like live my best life or whatever, blah, blah, blah. That happened. And then one day I was on the phone with my girlfriend, you know, boo loving, talking all that, la, 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 whatever. And mother was like, "Kinda, you on the phone?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay." And that was it. I was like, no, like this does not seem right. Something about that was off, like off. And I'm like, what is going on? So I was on the phone, I was like, yo, hold on a second. So I put the phone down. I lift the phone down, whatever, because we used to be on the phone like whatever, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. I used to be on the phone for a long time. So I'm like, hold on, I'm gonna come back. So go to my mother's room, and I'm like, what's up? And so you still on the phone? I'm like, I mean, yeah, but what's up? You know, because you trying to talk to me, and I want to know what's up. Like, no, go back to your phone conversation. I was like, nah, it's okay. Like, they waiting. Like, what's up? And she was like, yeah, we're gonna have to talk. I was like, about what? And she's like, I cannot stand to see you walking around here happy while I'm miserable. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, you and this little girlfriend is eating me up inside. She was like, I don't like it. Like, I don't approve of it. Nothing like that. She was like, I cannot believe, like, you have a girlfriend, you disappointed me because like I had all these hopes and dreams for you, and how you're supposed to be with a man and have babies, blah, blah. And she was like, then you're gay? Like, I don't understand. So I'm like, first let me hop out the motherfucking porch. What are you talking about? I've been told you I didn't want kids. Like, and I've been said I didn't want kids. Like, at that point in my life, I was pretty certain I didn't want kids. I still don't want kids to this day in my life. So if anybody ever comes across this video, please know that on this day I said I still don't want kids. So I've been said I didn't want kids. So I don't know why you thought that kids was even in anybody's future, because it wasn't gonna be in mine. Then she's like, oh well, I saw you getting married to a man, blah blah blah. And it's like, why are you pushing your dreams and beliefs and stuff on me? Like, you don't even ask me what I want. You don't even ask me what I like. Like, how are you gonna put that on me, you know? So either way, she's like, I had high hopes of you from you. Like, I wanted you to get married, have kids, and live in this house. I don't even like houses again. So like, that was never gonna happen. So she's like, I want you to do this and that. She was like, then you're gay. She was like, so I'm disappointed. That kind of takes away everything I had envisioned for you. So I'm like, sis, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm sorry, but I mean, I didn't want kids, and I mean, that's just that. So she was like, because I'm hurting, and because I had this vision for you and you're not living up to it, you need to get out of my house. And I was like, sis, you bugging. Like, yeah, right. And she was like, no, I am serious. Like, you have a month to get out of my house. Like, June 30th, you need to be out of my house. And I was shook. I was stressed. I was shook and stressed and pressed, because I never thought that the woman that raised me and that I grew up with, you know, for all my life, of course, would kick me out of her house because of something or someone that I choose to date and how I choose to live. And I just kept looking at her like, nah, you got to be joking. And she was like, no, I'm dead ass. Like, well, she didn't say dead ass, but she was like, no, I'm serious. Like, I cannot live like this. She's like, you are happy, I'm not happy. And because you're happy and I'm not happy, I can't see you happy. So like, you got to go. I was like, wow, okay. So I go back to my room. So, okay, it's good to note that at this point, and when I told my mother I had a girlfriend, she had no prior knowledge of me even being interested in women. And like, some parents do get like the idea of being like, oh yeah, well, she might be or she might not be. I think my mother had no idea, because she just did not see that for me. And I truly had no idea myself until I had to come to a realization of like, oh yeah, I like women and stuff like that. So when I did tell her that I had a girlfriend, it was the first time even her like kind of having a idea, vision, and spectrum of what I was about. But whatever, just thought I should mention that. So I go back on the phone and I'm like crying. And I'm like, hey, because my girlfriend's still on the phone. She's like, what happened? And I'm like, so mother just kicked me out the house because she doesn't like to see me happy with you. And da da da. She's like, I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, you're kidding. And I'm like, no, I'm not kidding. Like, not at all. So I'm like crying. And I was like shook because like that was my mom. Like, you know, that is my mom, you know, and you just kicked me out your house. Like, that's crazy. So I told my girlfriend and she was like, oh my God, we're gonna figure this out. Da, da, da. I was like, okay, cool. And so my girlfriend had to go on a trip that time. Like, and truly, I think she was leaving like 3 days out or something like that. She was going on a trip. So we figured everything out when she got back and actually let me like stay with her for a year and some until we broke up. But you know, till this day, I'm just thinking like, wow, like my mom really kicked me out of her house because I was gay, or I am gay. I date women, you know. Like, she really kicked me out of her house because she didn't want to see me happy with the person that was making me happy. Like, her miserable was more important to hold on to than to be like, you know what, my child is finally happy. She's finally in a relationship. Like, she finally got over that other relationship. Like, my child's finally happy. But it wasn't like that, right? And June 30th came. I had all my stuff. I got boxes. I got bags. I put stuff in storage. Threw things out that I didn't need. Left things in that room because I wasn't taking everything. I just took my clothes and stuff, right? So after all of that, I left my life behind in Brooklyn, and then I moved to the Bronx. So I did live in the Bronx for a year of my life, but I mean, it is what it is. That is my coming out story. It was not the best. And I say this all the time. My story was not the best. My story was shit because back then I didn't have nothing figured out, and I had just came out and just told my mom I had a girlfriend, and she didn't accept me. She didn't accept me for who I was, and she just let me, all right, get the fuck out of here and figure it out, kind of thing. It's like, wow, like that's how you do your only child, son, like your only child. But it is what it is, and it's been 4 years now since I've been out of the house. I am doing well. If I don't look like I'm doing well, tell me. But I'm doing well. I feel good. Each year that goes by is just like, damn, like that was the pivotal moment that changed my life. Like, God, as much as I would want my life to be a different way and probably have my mother in my life, I kind of look back and be like, I would have done half of the things I've probably done now if my mother was in my life. Like, honestly, sometimes people hold you back and hold you down, and I think she could have been one of those people that was holding me back and holding me down. So maybe that's what I'm thinking, is to jumpstart me to do what I gotta do in life. And as much as I would say I want her in my life, I don't think I would have it any other way. The hardships, the heartbreak, everything I had to go through to get me to this point, to get me to LA, like, it was because of that moment. So it is what it is. But that is my coming out story. I hope you guys just took something away from it. The only thing I can give you as a piece of advice is to have a plan if things go left, because you may think that your parents are accepting and they're not. So have a plan if things go left. It's the only thing I gotta say. Subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications, give this video a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, please. And that is it. Happy Pride Month, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.